Okay, so speaking of serving your customer, as we wrap up this All Things Rhonda episode, turning around and looking backwards and having that gift of hindsight is 2020, right? When you look at, right, the connection that you have with your customers and what you want to create in their lives, but also equally the reason you're created to support your own. What's the biggest takeaway from that? What do you want people to understand the most in the journey and ultimately serving their customers?
I think it took me a long time. In my seasonal event, it was the same thing over and again, twice a year for 18 years. Let's think about that. One thing twice a year for 18 years. That's all I focused on. When I transitioned online, I did not know where to focus. It's almost like the little laser with the kitty, and it's all over the room. And for so long, there was a point where I was like, when am I going to know how to confidently make decisions about my online business? When is that going to happen for me? And when I focused, and it was just on this template, this little template that's all I focused on for 8 months. There are so many pieces and parts to a slow offer. That is all I did. And that's all. I ran my own ads. I did my customer service. I updated the dashboard, all of those things. Until I just focused on that one thing, what I was able then to do is to extract data. And now I'm making informed decisions using data and not emotion, not that mind trash that we first talked about, that we continually just is an open loop all of the time. And in making those decisions, there was a confidence that came. So now I know my next step. I may not know all the answers, but this is where the data is pointing. My first launch with the membership, I think we had 25 members. Now here, let me say that. I had 25 members. I did not say I only had 25 members. That is a different mindset. I am serving 25 people who have raised their hand. Think about that. If we were all in a room together that said, Rhonda, I trust you. Help me find my time. And then what did I do? I picked up and I did it again. And I did it again. And when you hear these folks that do these big launches, I thought that I was big time. When I closed one of my launches, I think we had 82 new members.
Wow.
I was just as excited of 82 members as I was as 25 members. And there was a lot of living that was done between each one of those launches. And so that I could show up and serve even better. Like those first 25, I am so thankful for them because they allowed me to learn so much in the things that they needed, things that are now part of that membership. It's like the last launches, like those folks get all of that benefit. And I think that if you become stagnant in your business, then it's a loss. We should always be striving for improvement and always learning. That's the fun thing about our business that we get to do. But I think hindsight, if I could have gotten faster to focusing just on one thing in my online business, I would have been a lot happier. I would not have been so tormented. I wouldn't have had such the negative language. I wouldn't have been so hard on myself. And now I want to do one thing and leverage my time doing one thing and show up and serve in that way.
That is definitely a mic drop moment.